Hey buds, welcome back to Metaballs and welcome to... Yeah, this is the first frame of these episodes. We have 2 weeks left of Jojo's, by the fucking way. I don't know if I'm going to be missing this holiday week, but we have these 2 episodes, and then I'm combining the next 3 into 1. So, we are done with Jojo's in the beginning of the new year. Man, I'm excited about it. This is Sea Moon. Alright. They're broken.
スタンド。もうホワイトスネークが私のスタンド能力ではなくなっている。何か一体何なのだ。ひどい体調だ。何かが暴走している。私の中で。
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So this is like this was like, which episode did we see that was kind of like that? Where basically we had a perspective of somebody, and then the next episode was about the perspective of the other person. So we saw Jolyne going, like driving, coming to the, I was gonna say the airport, the space station, and now we get to see what exactly happened from his perspective and how, like, when the stand was introduced, the gravity and all that shit.
私の意志を無視している何かのパワー。だが希望のあるパワーだ。このパワーの中に希望だけは感じる。ジョータロウの記憶していたディオの目。
That's my dream. I don't need to be that ripped, but like my hair's not far off of it. I need like a little strand in the middle. Can we get a strand? There we go. Dio.
始末しに来た。2日待てないのなら。空女。
Oh, Sea Moon. Well, you call him Sea Moon, but in the title it's Sea Moon, as in like ocean sea, kind of like that. God, this guy does not fuck around. And why does he have to look like this too? He could be probably a little bit scarier, but then I probably wouldn't watch the show because of how horrifying it'd be. But like, oh, he still has the letters on him, so it is technically like the perfect mix, you know, because he's got the baby mixed with it. It's. I assume sometimes when, you know, sometimes when things mix, it comes to a completely different thing, you know. But in this case, I guess that's not the situation.
あいつの攻撃、かすったあいつの拳、かすっただけなのに。 あいつの拳に殴られるのはまずい。重力。
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so goddamn disgusting. Oh. I feel like it's only going to get worse from here too. We have to, like, these next 2 episodes are going to be about fighting and taking care of the stand potentially, but then we still have a finale afterwards. So fingers coming out of the palm of your hand is probably the least of my concern right now, maybe? Or the least of the grossness that's gonna happen? How do I describe this? I don't know. I've just never thought I would ever see something like that ever, and that's been a reoccurring theme of reacting to Jojo's. That is wild. But then you also have, like, the world or this area turning, you know what I mean? So I'm not, like, can you have a big impact over somewhere else and then also just manipulate, like, that is, like, there's no good that can come from that. This is an evil villain at its core. It is meant to disrupt and destroy everything. God. Ooh, dude, I fucking love Jolyne. She is physically squaring up with this bitch. You have this fucking serial looking ass coming over to, like, turn your hand inside out. And she's like, da, ba, wah. And then she fucking kicks a stand in the... She doesn't even need her fucking... She kicked him square in the fucking... I love her so much. I love Jolyne so much. But she will never be my number 1. But she is always my number 2. No. I don't want to do this. Oh my god. She has no way to fix herself. Just give me a second. All right. This is gonna be disgusting. Hit me with it.
Jolyne! Baka!
God.
パニクるな、エンポリオ。慌てなくていいわ。
You can relax? There is no fucking shot. If I'm watching your body implode on itself, potentially, or I'm a pretty chill dude. I'd like to think, all right? I feel like I can handle myself in pretty solid situations. You know, even if, like, I would trust like, one of the big things I want to work on is, like, becoming confident in first aid, because I feel like I would be a decent pre-responder to an actual first responder, because I can, like, handle a situation, make sure things are kept for, like, the professionals to get in there, because I have a chill head and a chill, you know, thought process. If I saw someone's hands and fingers like that, I'd be like, I don't know what to fucking do to help you. Do you need a glass of water? And then that would be it, because I'm like, I don't fucking know where to start with this. This is a lot.
お姉ちゃん
Okay.
やれやれだわ。
Yeah.
もっとも傷口は糸で縫わなくっちゃいけないようだけど、だが確実に分かったことが一つある。
I don't like how he's holding this belt. Can we all just take a second to look at this thing? That itself is a little lewd. It's a little naughty. Am I right? I just wanted to point that out there, because that arrow is just a little too much for me.
こいつもぶち込めばダメージがある。
Not in that capacity. I meant to just mentally. We're moving on. Beautiful. She's so sick. It's just, I don't think we've seen often, if anything, or if at all, where there was a stand user against a stand. Like, why is she not fighting with her stand? Is it because, like, it's doing something else? Did I forget something? But, like, she's just fucking go for it, dude. Okay, fair.
奴の首から糸を離せジョリーン俺はお前をそいつから逃がすためにやった
ダメよ、アナス。ここで逃げるわけにはいかない。こいつの首にロープを巻きつけられたのはチャンスだ。
Okay, yes. Okay. I am a little worried about the rope stuff. So we either suffocate, choke, strangle this bitch, or you use this rope as like a velocity tool and like pull yourself down to it and kick it square in the face while pulling on the... Come on. I mean, I know we're in like the first half of the first episode, and it seems promising, but there's no fucking way we're dealing with it right now. It's either going to escape or it's going to kill somebody. And it's not going to be Jolyne.
生存者を確認に向かう
Yeah, I would not. I guess they don't fucking know, but flying in this, you're just like flying straight and then all of a sudden, and you just fly like straight down or straight up. Like, I couldn't imagine what this would do for flying things. Unless we're about to see. I guess I don't have to imagine, do I? I guess we kind of just guessed it right that time. Gravity.
早く突っ込め
ダメだ、もう起き上がる。またタイルを
I would fucking just eat the tiles. I think we have to learn from what happened with Weather Report. I think we just and just keep doing what we're doing.
取り返らせた。
That works too.
掴まれた。お姉ちゃん、そいつから糸を離して。
I would, like, I think I would jump and beat the shit out of this thing. You jump above it and all the way fucking down. And hopefully Annecy would, like, grab us, like before we're about to hit the bottom or something. We need to lay into this dude immediately.
つまりこれから裏返っていくのはジョリーンのロープではなく俺の体が代わりに引き受けた
Oh my god, are we gonna lose, like, fucking, like, our entire team? like everybody that we met and that we kind of liked, like in this process. All that's going to be left if he actually gets turned inside out will be Hermes. And she got smashed in the head by a fireplace, but I think she's going to be okay for a little bit longer.
刑務所で初めの時点でイエス様は十字架にかかる運命を背負っていた。聖母マリア様も息子を失う運命にあった。
I know who Mary is. You don't have to say Mary, mother of Jesus. I know Mary's relationship with the guy.
人間の幸福において克服しなければならないのは
I thought it said Barra Cruz, and I'm like, really? That's it?
運命だ。私とディオにとってのそれはジョースターの決闘だった。
まさか
神父の本体がここに。
お前から未完の我がスタンドを救いに来た。
Oh my god, dude. We got force fields in this bitch. What is it, just like a very heavy, like, gravity field? Or, like, is this just another part of your stupid stand? Do we have to deal with another part 2 of the stand?
私は必ず一発だけだ。
Obviously, there's no fucking way she dies here. We have 5 episodes left. There is no shot in hell. We either are eating this because our stand is doing something, or maybe made a little net, like a little catcher's mitt, or we outsmarted it somehow for doing Jolyne things, I guess.
なんだと。
決着はついた。ジョリーンにはもう痛みや思考したりする感覚はない。裏返ったのは心臓だ。
You should really double check your fucking homework. If this is so important to get her out, I don't know why the fuck you're walking away from an explosion when you should be like, let me just make sure this is done properly.
脳への血液も逆流してるだろうからな。
引っ張ってアナスイ。早くお姉ちゃんの体を引っ張って。
ジョリンの糸が。
She's not. She's not. I don't care. You can play all the sad fucking music you want. This is Jolyne we're talking about here. She could be dead for like a second or two, but we are probably putting the CD in there, and it's gonna fix everything.
目的達成には必ずつきもののな。試練と犠牲なのだ。
そんなバカな。
I don't know why, guys. There is no way. All right, Emporio. I guess you would have betrayed us now if you were a piece of shit, but like, it's still weird that you exist to begin with, which I hope we at least get a little bit more of your life in the last few episodes.
なんだ。何の音だ。
It's a cell phone, bro. Okay. We didn't need a fucking close-up. I understood you have a cell phone in your pocket.
携帯。僕の。通じてなかったのに。メールの着信だ。
Who is it? The hand?
誰だこれは。
My calls aren't going through. The gravitational anomaly seems to have sent a satellite out of orbit. Are you Emporio? I don't know exactly what's going on. I can sense my daughter.
電話が通じにくい。
Okay.
おそらく娘は重力を封じる方法を見つけた。
Okay.
だから助かっている。瀕死の状態で生きている。
I would love to see one more rodeo with Jotaro. A rodeo. Jotaro. I'm excited.
どっちに行くんだ。
決まってる。ジョリーンを守るには神父をぶっ殺すんだぜ。
There is no way you're gonna be able to kill him. That she's done already. What is this? What is this shot here? Is this just it? Okay, that's fine. We'll get everything in the next episode. Hi, in episode 2, it has been a week since the first episode of this grouping. I had an improv trip that was like almost not far off of when I recorded the last episode, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm leaving right now. And now I am back onto my content schedule. Anyway, we have this last episode to do, which will be grouped up with, you guys already saw the first episode, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference. And then we have the next 3 episodes are going to be together, and then we are done with JoJo's. Anyway.
僕はやはりそこにあるようだ。その場所はケープカナベラルケネディ宇宙センター。
Also, I would have never fucking guessed that heaven would be in Florida. Out of any other place heaven could exist, Florida is probably on the bottom of that list. I hate seeing that shit. Stop bringing up this image. We've seen this same image 1,000 times. My only complaint about the entirety of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is this one scene here. I don't want to see those fingies coming out of there whatsoever. Bitch, disgusting. Yep.
人間の幸福において克服しなければならないのは
I did need this recap though. Like usually I cut out these recaps if it's like on the part 2 of the episode, because like I would have just watched the first part, so like there's no reason for me to watch a recap of it. But this is the perfect instance where I'm like, hey, it's been out second, so that's why we're watching this now.
運命だ。私とディオにとってのそれはジョースターの決闘だった。
Dude, it's been like 200 years, man. Or like 100. It's been a long time. Just drop the bloodline thing, man. Just let these JoJo's... Like, what would happen? You know, I guess I don't know exactly if Stans would exist without Dio, because Dio is kind of like the birth of things, you know, in a way. And the death of a lot of other things. But, like, why... The dude had no reason to be as fucking salty as he was, you know? And this is something I guess I always wanted to discuss with you guys, too. It's like... Dio was brought in by this very nice family, and he was just evil to the core. You know what I mean? But, like, the dad was, like, what? Like, too oblivious or too nice to, like, be like, hey, maybe I should send this kid to therapy, you know? And it's like, ADHD is a fucking myth that the government tells you to put your children on pills and whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? But Dio was just a little, like, he had no, like, motivation, you know, to be the person that he was, I think. I could be forgetting a major part of it, but, like, in my opinion, in order to cause this much chaos and this much destruction, Weather Report would make sense, at the bare minimum. Losing your loved one, even though they were, like, it was, like, you know, love at, like, you know, when you're young is, you know, a lot more optimistic. But, like, you know, still, it's a lot of emotion that's attached to that. Dio's just, like, comes out of the fucking car, kicks open the door, it's like, I'm your new brother. And Jonathan's like, oh my god, yes, I've always wanted a brother. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to show you all my stuff. We're gonna have so much fun. This is my dog, Danny. And then he just fucking punts Danny for no fucking reason whatsoever. God, I love Dio.
だがまさかまたジョースターの決闘が空城の血が私とディオの目的を妨げるというのか何としても空城ジョリーンだけは
No one's watching you, dude. Like, you just go out in the open and you're like, whatever. I always respect it, man. But, like, at least do it with an audience, because they gotta appreciate what you have to offer here, alright? A lot of sassiness in this stance.
ここで決着をつけなくては刑務所内でもオーランドでも空城ジョリーンの妨害は目的までの試練だったのだ自信を持てエンリコ・プッチオ 運命が味方してくれるのはこの私だ。
You think so?
ちっぽけな正義などを
Do you really think fate is gonna side with you after how many decades of Jojo's and they are the bloodline and you basically copied and pasted their bloodline onto you? You think fate is on your side? I don't know. I feel like you're not following the truth faith, but obviously that's kind of the problem with this whole thing is you've been following like Dio, but like, you know, if you really think fate, the big F, is on your side, you've been sneaking around this whole, you've been in prison, bro. You know, and you've been I can't, like, it's something I don't have to explain to you. Like, you guys know this. It's just shocking to me to be like, you know what? I think everything's gonna work out for me. I'm gonna kill a bunch of people.
いる。ジョリーンの衣類の切れ端だ。この建物内にジョリーンは入った。そしてお前はそれ以上私の背後に近づくな。
That went fucking hard. By the way, don't take a step closer. And then just fucking Anastasia like behind him. Just look at this fucking. Sometimes this dude hits and sometimes he does not. He is right in the middle for me. He is no weather report, but he's definitely not Emporio. That little shit.
戻れ、シムン。そいつは争いでない。
Okay. All right. Even though I always think I understand Anasta's stand. He pulls out a new ability and a new idea. You know? Teeth gun? You're gonna shoot teeth now? Can we fucking not? I would say, can we do nails? But I'm like, I don't want that either. Ugh.
ダイバーダウンが潜れるのは壁や地面だけではない。お前の重力のせいで死亡した観光客を内部から骨格ごと改造して俺にした。すでに射程内に入った。くらえ！ダイバーダウン！空振り！裏返らせた。自分の肉体までも。
Disgusting.
お前は私にとって釈迦の手のひらを飛び回る孫悟空で。
To me, you're a pesky fly I can easily swat away. Last time I fucking checked, in order to dodge a fly, you don't need to suck your own face in. You exaggerative bitch. There is no way. If I have to suck my face in whenever there's a bug around, that is a massive inconvenience. This, you're not getting any kind of like cool points here. All right.
空城ジョリーンを追って、間もなく空城ジョータロウがここにやってくるだろう。
Right. I think this is the problem that most protagonists and antagonists have, is that they don't stay on task. You know, if you just do what you set out to do, you know, if you're like, oh, I really need to flick the switch over here, but God, it'd be really nice to talk to my enemy for like 30 minutes. Just hit the fucking switch, and after your stuff is done, then you can have all the conversations you want. Just do the fucking work first, bro.
やるのだ。やるのは今。ここでしかない。全力で見極めてやる。
This is no. This is not time efficient whatsoever. You really think this is what you should be doing right now? A person that is making a new heaven, you think right now you should be setting a little building on fire to find a girl. You got significantly better things to do. Well, worse than, you know what I mean. More important. You did it.
出てこい！空城ジョリーン！姿を見せろ！ ジョジョリー糸だけだクソ背後だ
Why is it not showing her face or body at all? Did Annecy like grab like her I guess maybe her DNA or like her hand, like maybe he's using her hands to like throw this dude into a fucking psychopathic state more so than what he's in it. But like, why is it only showing her hands? It's got to be some kind of like trickery, and it's got to be Annecy like wasting time. It's like, hey, if he thinks that she's here, he's gonna stay here for a while, and that's gonna buy us a lot of fucking time. This is sick. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's very cool, and I like this.
Nanda, それはなんだその心臓のあるべき胸の形は
Okay. All right, let me I want to try to see if I can figure this out real quick. Just based off of like what we're given. That's what we do here, right? I'm assuming that the suck is still trying to suck. But I think what's happening here is that she is keeping the suck on a track that's trying to catch up to her body, but she made an infinite loop, so like it's gonna just stay there. So she is holding off this like suck. This suck. I really need a better fucking term for this. The black hole still doesn't feel great. Until she kills him, and then she can release the infinite loop from her body and then heal herself and be fine. I think.
Mebiusの赤お前の作っているものは
I think that's exactly it. I think that's happening. Oh man, that's a very sick idea. And something I feel like I should have been able to kind of figure that out, but there's a lot happening, you know. But that is the solution. It just felt weird that we were like, I guess they were using the hands to like show that we're like, how the fuck is she alive right now, you know? And they didn't want to showcase the loop.
一撃だどの方向から食らわそう頭部へたったの一発だけなのだ
その程度か来るなら
Jolyne, I want you so bad to beat the living shit out of this guy. We are in a little bit of a rough shape, and I know Jotaro's on the way. It would feel great if it was Jotaro too, but something about me feels like he's got to sacrifice himself for you or some shit, because I feel like you have to do this. This is your fight. You come a long fucking way, sis, and I want you to lean into this guy, give me a good scream, and then send him on his fucking way to wherever the fuck he's gonna go.
それをお前は阻止できるのか来たぞこれを待っていた死体の警備員を手に入った
I would be so upset if she just died from a gun after all this. He's like, hey, cop, look at this. This solves all my problems. Zawaldo. Oh my god, fucking sick. I wish we got to hear him scream it, but like, oh, I missed that bitch.
何？
You really want to go through what Dio went through? This is the bitch that you're gonna have to deal with. All right, you want to play with the big dogs? This is the big dog right here. You are not fucking ready to deal with. You're strong and you can create black holes whenever you touch them. This is a whole different game you're in now, bud. You were in the maybe quarterfinals. You were versing the best player. You are fucked.
理解したぞディオ。これだ。36時間後の新月はもう待たなくていい。私に必要なのが新月の時の重力の影響というのなら、このまま空中に浮いて同じ重力の条件を体で感じて探せばいい。新月と同じ重力の影響の位置を。
I don't know what the fuck. All right. There must be an exact spot that I can complete Sea Moon's power. Like, I still don't understand what the fuck you're on about, bro. Like, you keep talking about this heaven stuff, but every time, like, we talk about this and I keep thinking about it, I don't, like, nothing makes sense to me. We have basically 3 episodes left, you know? So, I guess you have to get to a spot where you complete Sea Moon's power, which will activate heaven. And that means your stand could potentially evolve a 3rd time, which maybe could then compete with Jotaro's time stop.
エルメス、銃を拾って奴を撃て。シームーン！スタープラチナ、ザ・ワールド！
It's the world. Oh my god, dude. Oh, sometimes you just fucking miss it. You know? Unfortunately, Hermit Purple doesn't really hit the same, even though Joseph is still my number 1. He doesn't really have a good, like, Zoworldo or, like, Stone Free, you know? But regardless, it hits. Now what?
お前はそのスタンドだ。これからその弾丸を防御するのだろうが、時は最大で5秒ほど止まっている。この森の動きにお前は気づかない。時が動き出した時、森がお前を貫く。3秒前、2秒前。
Okay, but all right. This is the problem I have with this. You know, I don't think this makes sense here, even though I'm rooting for this bitch, right? You're like, hey, you got 5 seconds here, and you don't know the fuck I'm throwing this thing. So I'm going to yeet this thing so it's going to head in your direction, and you'll die the second this stops. What caused it to stop here? You know? What would have, like, why wouldn't it just keep going? If it already had a velocity, why wouldn't it just keep going? It would have just impaled him or just, like, touched his head until, like, time started and then went through. You know, there's nothing that's stopping it here. You know what I mean?
1秒。時が動き出す。
That barely hit you?
何が起きたんだ。
森が外れた。停止した時の中を。
あいつ。
Yeah, that's kind of fucking nuts, though. You know, that's basically that same scene in one of that Superman movies, where he's fighting the Justice League, and like he's looking at the Flash and he's kind of keeping up with him. That's that kind of vibe. You're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
やった道を歩まぬよう見守っていてください。あなたの御心に我が身を捧げます。感じたぞ。
There is no fucking way that this finishes his stand. All you had to do was be like a few hundred feet in the air and then you're gonna evolve. Not even like a friendship charm or like, you know, a stone or something. All you need to do is just be in the air. And then you're gonna evolve? It was that simple the entire time? You didn't even need to be, did you even need to be here in Cape Canaveral? Could you have just been in Minnesota and just climbed a ladder? You fuck? full shot. Yeah, I know. I understand. Okay. Next week, we are wrapping this bitch up. We get to see what the fuck he evolves into. We get to see 6 of them fight one of this bitch. And this is going to be a fucking journey. Grab your snacks. It's going to be a goddamn ride.